Ever wondered why some apps just feel right while others make you want to throw your phone? That's not a coincidence. It's neuroscience at work. Every time we scroll, tap, or click, our brain is making split second decisions based on shapes, colors, motion, and patterns. But what makes an interface feel smooth, intuitive, and addictive? Let's break it down. How your brain interacts with a digital interface. Have you ever opened an app and instantly knew what to do? Or the opposite? Felt lost and frustrated within seconds? That's because our brains follow a specific process when interacting with digital experiences. Whenever we use an app, our brain goes through three key stages. First is the first impressions, what grabs your attention instantly. The moment we open an app, our brain scans the screen for text, headlines, buttons, labels, icons and symbols, play buttons, cart icons, profile pictures, colors and layouts, contrast, symmetry, white space. For example, think about Google's homepage. There's only one thing to focus on, the search bar. That's why it works so well. A study by Pelli et al. 2006 found that humans recognize words in under 200 milliseconds, but visual symbols are processed even faster. Key UX lessons we learn are prioritize clarity. Use a strong visual hierarchy so users see the most important elements first. Make buttons look like buttons. If it looks clickable, it should act clickable. Second is that the brain loves familiarity. Why you instantly recognize some interfaces. Once we take in the visuals, our brain starts making connections. Have I seen this layout before? Where do I click next? Is this button even clickable? The faster the brain recognizes a pattern, the smoother the experience feels. For example, ever noticed how every social media app has a heart icon for liking posts? That's because familiarity reduces cognitive load. Your brain doesn't have to think about what to do next. Donald Norman's book Emotional Design explains how recognizable patterns help users process information with less effort. Key UX lessons are don't reinvent the wheel. Use familiar UI patterns so users feel comfortable instantly. If something looks like a button, make sure it acts like one. Third is what makes you click, how your brain decides the next move. After recognizing the UI, the brain decides what to do next. Click a button only if it stands out. Scroll further only if the content is engaging. Close the app if it's confusing or frustrating. Ever noticed how high contrast buttons get clicked more? That's because our brains are naturally drawn to bold, bright elements. A study by Duncan et al. 1996 found that attention is automatically drawn to high contrast elements and movement. Key UX lesson. Make CTA buttons clear, bold, and easy to find. Avoid too many competing elements. The more cluttered the UI, the harder it is for users to decide what to do. Ever wondered why some apps feel addictive while others are forgotten instantly? It all comes down to how our brain handles attention. Here's the secret. Our brain filters out the noise. Right now, your brain is ignoring 90% of the things around you. Why? Because we can only process what feels important. That's why CTA buttons are bold and bright. That's why notifications grab your attention. That's why pop ups feel annoying when they don't serve a purpose. Ever been at a noisy party but could still focus on one conversation? That's called the cocktail party effect. Our brain naturally filters out distractions. Key UX lesson for us are keep distractions minimal. The more elements fighting for attention, the less users will focus on what actually matters. Use color, contrast, and spacing wisely to guide users' attention. How apps like Instagram and TikTok keep you hooked. Ever caught yourself scrolling endlessly on TikTok or Instagram? That's dopamine at work, the brain's reward system. The science of likes and comments. Why social media feels so good. Every time we get a like, comment, or share, our brain releases a tiny hit of dopamine, the same chemical linked to pleasure and motivation. Ever noticed that Instagram delays showing your likes when you post something? That's intentional. It builds anticipation, so when you finally see them, it feels more rewarding. A study by Montague et al. 2006 found that social feedback triggers the same brain areas as monetary rewards. Key UX lesson are: engagement isn't just about features, it's about psychology. Gamifying micro interactions like streaks, badges, and reactions makes users come back for more. The slot machine effect: why we keep scrolling. Ever wondered why TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram reels are so hard to put down? It's because they use variable rewards. When you refresh Twitter, you never know what tweet will pop up. When you scroll TikTok, the next video could be amazing or boring, but you have to keep scrolling to find out. Ever played a slot machine? Every pull is unpredictable, making it more addictive. Apps use the same psychological trick to keep users engaged. A study by Berridge and Robinson, 1998, found that uncertain rewards create higher engagement than predictable ones. Key UX lessons are: design experiences that feel rewarding but don't exploit users. Surprise elements like random discounts or new features boost engagement. So here are the final thoughts. Design for the brain, not just the screen. The best UX isn't just about making things look pretty, it's about understanding how users think, feel, and behave. Here's what we've learned: the brain loves simplicity. Keep UIs intuitive and predictable. Attention is limited. Use contrast, motion, and hierarchy to guide focus. Dopamine fuels engagement. Variable rewards, scrolling, and notifications keep users hooked. Familiarity reduces cognitive load, making experiences feel effortless. Emotions drive decisions. Colors, animations, and micro interactions shape user perception. So, next time you're designing an interface, ask yourself: is this easy for the brain to process? Does it guide users effortlessly? Will it keep them engaged without overwhelming them? So, what is the secret to great UX? It's all about thinking like a neuroscientist. That's it in this video. See you in the next one.